Hi guys, this is Alice again. Welcome back to my channel. So in the last video, I shared with you my first personal 7 tips to get ready for conception. In case you haven't seen that video already, I will leave the link in the description box below so you guys can go check it out. In this video, I will continue to guide you through my last 6 tips to really conceive. You'll probably hear this tons of time. Keep a healthy diet, sleep well, and exercise. Yes, but what you might not know yet is how to eat to boost your fertility, health, and your reproductive system. I got this tip from the old Vietnamese old wives' tales, and I think it is science proof too. Include oyster, steak, and bean sprouts into your daily meal, especially getting closer to the ovulation day. I did this consistently in the month that I conceived, so you guys just go give it a try. But don't forget to keep a balance of nutrition and keep fit. Do you know that alcohol and caffeine badly affect sperms and eggs? Caffeine, I'm not sure yet, but alcohol, yes, definitely. So during the time that we were trying, we tried to cut out the best of the amount of caffeine and alcohol out of our daily consume. And now that I am pregnant, alcohol is a definite no-no for me. My tip number 10 is very interesting, and my husband doubted it. But I am a believer, and I did my research, and we were also successful on the month that I did this, so I can't say it didn't work. If you heard of the pH level in your vagina, you would know that for most of the time, your vagina is more acid than it is alkaline, except for your most fertile days. So for my case, personally, I was guessing that pH level might be one factor that prevents conception from happening. So I went online and did some research, and what I found out is 2 things. First, Egypt women in their Asian time, they use yogurt to prevent pregnancy because yogurt makes your body more acid, and acid kills sperm. So if they did that to avoid pregnancy, I'm gonna avoid yogurt for pregnancy. Secondly, lime water makes your body more alkaline. Just Google it and you'll find a bunch of research on this. So I started my morning with warm lime water every day for consecutive 28 days until I see that big fat positive. So just follow what I did. First, avoid yogurt, and second, drink warm lime water every morning. Now I'm gonna walk you through how to track your egg down and how to know the exact day of your ovulation. If you follow the tips that I shared on my last video, you should be using the Fertility Friend mobile app by now, and using it for 2 to 3 months will kind of give you an idea of how your body works, when is your fertile windows, and so your real ovulation day will be one of any day in that time frame. I'm guessing that you are using or heard of the ovulation predictor kit that you get from the pharmacies like Rite Aid or Walgreens, and they cost you from $1 to $4 per test depending on the brand. Imagine peeing on your $4 and then trash it and still have a big chance of missing your ovulation just like I did. So let me introduce you to the ovulation predictor kit that I found on Amazon. This is really amazing. This is from the brand Easy at Home Ovulation and Pregnancy Test. I got 50 of these ovulation tests and 20 of this pregnancy tests for a total of $20. And I still have this much left after 3 cycles of testing like an addict. So having used it for 3 cycles, I can tell that they are very accurate and more sensitive than the first response that I used before. Sorry guys, I threw the box away, but comes with it is this brochure that explains everything in details, like how the tests work, when you should begin testing, and then how to do the test and how to read the results. The blue side is for ovulation. The pink side is for pregnancy. Same like that. The blue package is for ovulation and the pink is for pregnancy. How this test does is it depicts the LH hormone level in your urine. The LH hormones will rise at its peak just before your ovulation. They say your LH hormones will be the strongest between 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. so you should consider testing in that time frame. But to me, I think as long as you are really about to ovulate, the test will depict the results very strongly, regardless of time. So let's take my case for example. This is how I log all my test results during those 3 cycles into this notebook to see the pattern. In my first cycle, I tested from cycle day 6 and caught ovulation on cycle day 16. You will know when you are really ovulating when the test line is the darkest, even darker than the control line. But with the same urine sample, I tested with the first response and it gives me negative results. However, unfortunately that month I got a cold around my fertile window, so we were out. In my second and third cycle, I both started testing on cycle day 11 and caught ovulation on cycle day 17. Conception didn't happen in the second cycle, probably due to the baby dance timing, but it did happen on the third one. So I tested pregnancy on 8 DPO, day past ovulation, and actually saw that second thin line on 12 TPO, just 3 days before my supposed next cycle. So then my pregnancy is officially confirmed on 14 TPO in a health facility by a nurse. I know most of us calls ourselves pee on a stick addict, so with these many tests that I've used, it would have cost me $100, but here I spent $20 and still have a bunch left. Now once the ovulation test turns positive for the first time, you will have the next 12 to 48 hours to do the baby dance. But how to schedule that baby dance depends personally on you and your partner. So just listen to your body and try out different ways. In your fertile window, you can either do it every day, every other day, or just like I did, save up till you see that positive ovulation test. But make sure to cover the day after ovulation too for the best results. My tip number 13 is kind of popular. You may heard this several times, but it depends on the texture of your partner's sperm. If it's thick, it will take more time for the fluid inside your body to dilute, so the sperm can swim faster and more easily. To help this process, you just simply lay your hip higher than your head for about 15 to 20 minutes so the fluid can take time to dilute. Just don't go wash or stand up too quickly, or else the gravity will just drag everything to the floor. Alright guys, these are all of my 13 tips to help me have a healthy start for my unborn baby. What are your own tips, or what did you do differently to help make this happen? Can you please share with me in the comments? I would love to communicate with you. And for girls that are still trying, please do not stress over it. Just make it a fun journey. It is very normal for a healthy couple to spend a year or a year and a half to really get pregnant. So just be patient. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I will see you in my next video.